Good evening, and welcome to a special report that could redefine the future of flight as we know it. Tonight we're tracking a seismic shift in global power, one that's unfolding not on the ground but thousands of feet in the air, where the world's most advanced aircraft compete for dominance. This story begins with China's ambitious C919 jet, a symbol of national pride and technological progress, and it may end with the potential rewriting of industrial history as we know it. For decades, Boeing and Airbus have ruled the skies, setting the standard for commercial aviation and shaping the global market. Now, a new challenger emerges on the runway, ready to disrupt the status quo and challenge the old order. Russia has joined forces with China to accelerate the development of a homegrown jet engine, forging a powerful strategic alliance in open defiance of Western dominance in aerospace technology. This is more than just business. It's the dawn of a new industrial Cold War, where cutting-edge technology becomes the ultimate weapon in a high-stakes global contest. The implications are vast, touching every corner of global trade, national security, and the livelihoods of workers across Europe and the United States. Beijing and Moscow are now declaring independence from Western technology, determined to build their own aerospace bloc and set new standards for the industry. Airbus, once secure in its dominance, now faces a state-backed, technologically advanced competitor, armed with the combined might and resources of both China and Russia. The race for the skies has a bold new contender, and the rules of competition are changing rapidly before our very eyes. Stay with us as we explore this unfolding revolution in aviation, a story that's just beginning to take flight, with consequences that could shape the world for decades to come. To truly understand today's headlines, we need to journey back through the history of China's aviation industry. From humble beginnings, China's dream of building a world-class passenger jet has been decades in the making, shaped by ambition, setbacks, and global partnerships. The Comac C919 represents the pinnacle of these efforts, a bold attempt to challenge the dominance of Boeing and Airbus. But beneath its sleek exterior, the C919 hides a critical vulnerability that few outside the industry fully appreciate. While the C919 is assembled in China, its most vital component, the LEAP-1C engine, comes from a US-French joint venture, making it dependent on foreign expertise for its very core. It's not just the engine. Avionics, flight controls, and landing gear are all sourced from Western suppliers. The C919 is a marvel of global supply chains, but that also means it's vulnerable to disruptions far beyond China's borders. This heavy reliance on Western technology is China's Achilles heel, leaving its aviation ambitions exposed to the shifting winds of international politics and policy decisions. Last year, a brief US ban on engine sales exposed just how fragile this arrangement was, threatening to halt production lines and delay deliveries to customers. The message from Washington was unmistakable. America could ground China's entire commercial aviation program with a single policy change, wielding enormous leverage. For China, this episode was a stark wake-up call. As long as it depended on Western technology, true technological sovereignty, and the ability to chart its own course, would remain out of reach. Yet, instead of discouraging China, the ban only strengthened its resolve. The challenge became a rallying cry for innovation and self-reliance. The quest for technological independence was no longer just an economic goal. It became a matter of national security, urgency, and pride. The temporary ban lit a fire under China's domestic engine program, accelerating research, investment, and collaboration across the country's aviation sector. Now, the stage is set for dramatic change, as China races to secure its own future in the skies and reduce its dependence on the West. The US engine ban was short-lived. After industry lobbying and strategic debate, Washington reversed course, prioritizing economic stability over confrontation. American companies argued that cutting China off would hurt US interests and accelerate China's self-sufficiency. The logic: keep China dependent, maintain influence, and delay a rival's rise. But the damage was done. Beijing saw the reversal as proof of vulnerability. The flow of technology could be cut again at any time. The US bet that China's technical challenges were insurmountable, but underestimated the power of political will. The temporary reprieve only reinforced China's urgency to break free. The stage was set for a new alliance in the East. As China faced mounting challenges due to its technological dependence on foreign suppliers, Russia saw a unique opportunity to step in and reshape the balance of power in global aviation. Both nations had already been collaborating on the ambitious CR929 jet project, a symbol of their shared aspirations, but progress was slow, hampered by technical obstacles and a lack of advanced engine technology. Until now. Russia, with decades of experience and expertise in jet engine development, offered precisely what China needed most: advanced know-how and proven engineering solutions. Today, Russia's United Engine Corporation and China's Aero Engine Corporation announced a landmark partnership, signaling a new era of cooperation. The goal is clear: accelerate the development of the CJ1000A engine, and collaborate on future turbofan technologies that could rival the best in the world. Russia brings critical know-how to the table, sharing valuable data and insights from its advanced PD-14 engine program, and helping China overcome complex technical hurdles that have long delayed its progress. For Russia, this partnership means access to China's vast resources, manufacturing capacity, and growing market, providing a much-needed lifeline for its own aerospace sector, especially amid international sanctions. For China, it's a shortcut to engine independence, a leap forward in its quest for self-reliance in high-tech aviation. Together, they aim to break the Western monopoly on aviation technology and build an alternative technological ecosystem that could reshape the industry. This alliance creates a powerful bloc, increasingly insulated from Western pressure and influence. The dragon and the bear have united in a strategic partnership, and the global aviation landscape will never be the same as a result of their combined efforts. The world is watching as a new axis of innovation and power takes flight, promising to redefine the future of aviation. At the heart of this saga is the CJ1000A, China's answer to the LEAP-1C. Jet engine development is one of engineering's greatest challenges, and China's program has faced delays. The original timeline gave Western manufacturers a decade-long advantage. Now, Russian expertise could accelerate certification to as early as 2026. A successful CJ1000A would sever China's reliance on the West, transforming the C919 into a truly sovereign product. For Airbus and Boeing, this is an existential threat. A Chinese airframe, powered by a Sino-Russian engine, sold at a fraction of the cost. The revolution is no longer distant. It's happening now in Shanghai and Moscow. For 40 years, Boeing and Airbus have dominated commercial aviation. The C919 was once a manageable challenge, until Russian expertise changed the game. The new alliance is a state-driven behemoth, able to subsidize and undercut Western rivals. Europe now faces a competitor backed by two nation-states, operating without profit pressures. The political fallout in Brussels has been swift and furious. Europe is squeezed unpredictable US trade policy on one side, a formidable Sino-Russian bloc on the other. The vision is clear: break the Western duopoly by capturing China's domestic market and exporting the C919 as a cost-effective alternative. For Airbus, this threatens billions in sales and its entire business model. The siege on the duopoly has begun. The rules of global aviation are being rewritten. The West's dominance is no longer assured. The Sino-Russian alliance signals a broader trend. The world is fracturing into competing technological blocks. The era of a single, integrated global economy is ending. Western suppliers to China's aviation industry now face a perilous future, risking job losses and economic disruption. Developing nations may benefit from cheaper alternatives, but will be caught in a great power rivalry. Aircraft purchases are becoming political statements, not just business decisions. The battle for control over critical technologies is reshaping international relations. China and Russia are determined to become creators, not just customers. The world is becoming more divided, competitive, and unpredictable. To understand the stakes, we turn to leading experts. Dr. Alistair Webb of the Royal Aeronautical Society calls this a game changer. Russia's expertise fills China's biggest gap. Maria Lin, a trade analyst, warns that Western aerospace sectors have banked on China for growth, now at risk. The precedent: if China and Russia can build a competitive engine, what's next? Avionics, materials, a fully independent ecosystem. A former NATO advisor says US policy backfired, pushing Moscow and Beijing together. The West has merged two challenges into one formidable rival. The consensus: the West underestimated China and Russia's political will. The era of uncontested Western technological supremacy is over. The future of aviation will be decided in Seattle, Toulouse, Shanghai, and Moscow. The race is on, and the outcome is uncertain. The world must adapt to a new reality. The balance of power is shifting. Fast. Where do we go from here? The Sino-Russian alliance has set irreversible change in motion. The world is moving toward a multipolar aviation market, demanding rapid adaptation from the West. The coming years will be defined by a high-stakes technological race. Will the West double down on protectionism, or embrace fierce competition and innovation? The choices made now will shape the global industrial landscape for generations. The revolution in the skies is just beginning. Are we prepared for what comes next?